exceptionally special, and it has been organized under the leadership of our Vice Chancellor, Professor Idlaw Griffith, and his team our team I should say, from the Public Relations Department and from PACE, that looks at philanthropy. And we are extremely excited to have our artists in residence and what we call our own Dave Martin. And those of us who are like me and remember the days of Dave Martin, from the time you hear Dave Martin, what you start doing, Barbichans? You start rocking. And I was just talking to a former minister and MP, Mrs. Edith Bino in the house here, and she said to me, you know what? Anytime Dave Martin's torn up in Canada, the place ram, jam, pack is baby Barbichans there. And I said to her, baby Barbichans there. That they're over there, that they're under there, they're home there, and that they're around there, right? Because we ain't gonna miss this. Look that they're over there too. Look, Mr. Matthews and the team, to whom we are all grateful because they gave us this space. You understand? And this is a good space. This is our Barbie seawall, right? This is our bandstand for this afternoon. So Dave Martins is here, and he's coming to us, and we are thankful to those corporate citizens like Banks DIH, like DTV, who are here and who supported us. And I know if we needed some more chairs, we could just run over to Sukraj and beg for some. That's not a problem. It's good neighborly relationships. But we are so happy and excited, Dave, that you are here with us. You know, this is a time when we need to remember some songs that he sang. This is a time when we have border issues, the serious issues that he put to song and music, right? And we ain't giving up nothing. Come on, let me see how you're going to do the giving up. We got time for when he starts singing, you know. We ain't giving up nothing. Huh? Not one what? Come on, Barbies. Not one what? I mean, I can't sing, but at least I can put something. Right? So we got to say, so not one what? Not a blade of grass. Come on. Everybody ready? Good. So I'm not going to stand between you and our artists. I'm just going to call Shamel. She doesn't want to come because she too, right? She wants not one chorus, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountain, we ain't giving up, right? So this is going to be an exciting evening for us. And who ain't here yet? I know DTV, you should be having this live, right? If you're not doing it live, you should do it now. Because people need to just come and touch the man. We had a discourse with our school children today, and they knew the song, they could have sung it, but they didn't know the person. So you're getting a chance to come and touch this man. This is our own. Okay? So I'm not going to stand between you and him and invite him right now to the mic. Thank you so much. Let's go.
Well, she don't do the show, so we got home. Family to me. Well, you help me, Martin. Mr. Martin, to you.
Exactly.
You know, this is the true long story. I must have been about 15, 16 years of age, you know. And I hear Barnum do that. Barnum was having a meeting somewhere. I was up at Carmichael Street with my cousin. I think it was Parade Ground, right? And I hear this thing. And Barnum on the stage talking. And you know, guy in Israel, a guy ride by on a bicycle, right? This is late in the afternoon. And he hollered out, Barnum! Little guy in his. Barnum! Just so. Barnum. In the Middle East, Barnum stopped and said, Mr. Barnum, to you, boy. So same thing to you over there. We can talk a little bit about the songs because people are always asking about them. This first song, we were living, Trinity started, let me tell all you, I feel old when I hear this, when I say, Trinity started in 1966. same year Republic, right? Coincidence, in Canada, 1966. He wasn't even born yet, the fellow over there, on the bike. Where are you born, by? You see what I mean? You know what the hell I'm talking about. 1966. And we recorded 4 songs in Toronto. And we went to Trinidad. Nobody knew what we. Toronto knew what we. Nobody else knew what we. We went to Trinidad, 4 songs. Baby. We ain't gonna walk to the way, we just went. I was a madman in them days, right? Anyway, we go to Trinidad, we put the 4 records in the radio station. I had a song called, if you're familiar with fragrance from that time, a song called Meet Me in Port of Spain, with a Trinidad Carnival song. Meet Me in Port of Spain, man, coming up. We figured the song about up Trinidad. The song sank like a stone. It didn't have nothing up there. But we played 3 or 4 free shows in Trinidad, do a little TV thing, went back to Canada. And 2 months later, a man from Trinidad called me on the phone, all excited. Dave, Trini, hey, partner, we want to release a song. You know what I'm saying? There always is some deal, right? He said, hey, partner, we want to release a song, with song hot. I said, what song? Meet Me in Port of Spain. He said, no, Honeymoon Couple. That was another song that we had just threw in at the last minute. Let's show you how crazy this business is. Sitting on top of the see all in Georgetown, not the bandstand. 2 weeks ago Sunday. And we didn't do Cricket in the Jungle. That song is a fella in Guyana, when I was living in Guyana, telling me a joke. And that was a joke, that whole song. A fella on what is now called St. Mary was Atkins City, I used to work there. And he told me that joke, and maybe 15 years later I wrote the song. So sometimes songs come from that. When I lived in Canada, however, I began to appreciate things I grew up with as a youngster in this country that I didn't appreciate when I was here. I wrote several songs along the line. We talk about that later. But this next song is one of them. Remember the wild days. Remember your wayward ways. Come let me go down memory lane and check on them days again. Remember running up the right and light and learning how to cross. Drinking over and over to go to the rain in the bus. And the first time you bring my friends and feel like a man. Remember when I did a Valentine in England. Hold on. Do you see how old this song is? How much people in this crowd, you fellow would have like held in the head. Him. I'm asking he. Nobody else wants it, just the one. Who is Ramadan and Valentine? You understand? You see how old, don't feel bad, you know, is how old the song is. Ramadan and Valentine is two cricketers. Ramadan is a bowler, and so is Valentine. And then there's the two fellas that helped me beat the Limey people in England for the first time. Where it was? Okay? I'm not saying that song. No, that wasn't me. That was something else. But I'll show you how old the song is. And then, here's another part. Hiding in the backyard, smoking a cigarette. And when you cast a oil, you're living in the toilet. Right? I remember singing, I always did. I can't know who it is. On your day. Every Saturday, now they for Christmas, ice cream on Sunday. I remember feeling that two lovers in the grass. Hold on, here's another one. So, see, a lot of these things I sing about actually happened. That's wrong, that line, remember people are two lovers in the grass. That happened in Georgetown. I was going to Saints, me and Stanley Greaves, the painter Stanley Greaves. Me and Stanley was buddies. We were going to the Saints together. And he was living in Carmichael Street. I was staying by my cousins and the others. Same Carmichael Street down the side. But we used to go to private lessons. It was me, Stanley Greaves, a fellow named, I won't tell you the first name because I don't want to embarrass him. His last name was Rigo, and they used to call him Diddy Nose. Honest to God. You don't know how he get the name, do you? Yeah, I have to tell you. But anyway, me, he and Diddy Nose. And Diddy Nose was a kind of a... Diddy Nose was a kind of a fellow, he did anti-manage, you know? And when I was going to school, the fellows who were not the anti-man used to bring the books to school with a two-letter shop. The anti-man guys used to go and look at a pitch black at night, no light at all and so forth. And it used to be a lover's lane. Fellas used to go there with a lady in the evening, late in the evening to do whatever they want to do. As the guy needs to stroke us. And we three boys, I know who come up with the idea, it must have been Diddy Nose. We three boys, such jackasses, we decide we can go and peep somebody stroking in the middle of the playground. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it's about 10 o'clock at night. It's pitch black. What do you have to see what I see? Maybe a man backside going up on the That's all I did. Never seen nothing else. You know, but it's the ground kind of tallest grass in certain spots. And did you know his bookmark, this little anti-man things, hook on the grass, and the hooks inside tumble, and it make a noise. Well, my friend, if I'm more black than he. When I tell you, I frightened. The man jump up, start naked, you know. And he said, I'll tear out your tail. So the tree we took off, heading down, cross the ground, heading for miles. That used to kill me. I remember still, and I always will, that cannot erase what it is. Oh, we used to lie about how much woman to kiss. Spring jump on the bicycle saddle, and you miss. You see, on the third day, trying to cry while you're laughing. Obviously, you're not laughing all you. Ladies, let me tell you, you see that spring jump on a bicycle saddle, you see that? Child God is jokes to that. Child God is nothing. Spring jump on a bicycle saddle, and you miss. And you're coming home late and sneaking in the back door. Things that people is immediately connected. The line there. I remember distinctly the first time I kissed a girl and she was all feeling through. And you see, all your experience the same thing. You see, I don't know anything about it. He's still shaking in here. One of the things I've been doing this a lot lately, and I'm going to stop doing this. To say the audience is wherever I play, whether it's Toronto or New York, we've been in New York in a couple of months, Cayman Islands where I used to live, here again, wherever I play. I keep saying this thing. That is Guyana. There's things, and it's sending between Trinidad and Jamaica full of it. The way we speak as Guyanese to Guyanese is the best way for us to communicate as Guyanese. Now, the guy comes to visit me and I understand. And the American will say, what are you talking in Spanish? They used to tell me to run it. I love the songs you sing, but what are you singing in Spanish? Damn, Jack, and then I always like to give God, just see, hear another thing. I didn't realize, to tell you the truth, until I go outside and start to study a little bit. I didn't realize myself. how valuable this language was. People keep telling me this is bad English and you don't learn the tongue. When I started studying, you know, let me give you I hope I have time, because this is important. You know how I learned this? I was studying in university in Toronto, studying linguistics. And the linguistics man, a Canadian guy, was a lot of third world students there. I was one. He said, you all go back as a test. You all go back, all of y'all, and write a paper about the language you speak in your homeland. There's some Filipinos there, one or two Chinese, me, you know. Anyway, so I went back and started writing out this paper linguistically of how I spoke. The paper was called the Hague dialect because I was born and brought up in Hague. Halfway through writing this paper, it's like somebody turned a bulb in my head. I suddenly realized all the things these people talking about in a language, aspect, declension, tense, grammar, future, past, all of that is in this dialect. All the people that tell me it's stupidness, they know what they're talking about. When you start to take it apart, it is a good, existing, powerful language, and like I said, for us talking one to the other is the best way to talk. Here is an example. I have a friend named Carmen Abdul living on the East Coast. Very good cook. She has big, nice bread and so on. I like whole wheat bread and everything. She's bringing me whole wheat bread. So Carmen bring me a whole wheat bread. And normally it's about this thick, right? This one she bring, it's like a biscuit. So I said, Carmen, how happened to this bread, man? She said, tell you the truth, I'm average the flour. That word don't exist in standard English. Misaverage don't exist. If you tell them in misaverage, they say, what's that? But the point I'm making is, I knew right away what she's talking about. She didn't have to go into the explanation. Well, no, you know, I talk about it. Here's another one. Here's another one. Guyanese say this all the time. If a lady is sitting down in public, anywhere, public or private, wherever, and she's sitting down in such a way that, you know, some of the private parts are being seen. Guyanese have an expression, 4 words, she sit down bad. Think about that. She sit down bad. In 4 words, a Guyanese is telling you, if you can say it in standard English, what are you going to say? Well, this lady was sitting in a public place in such a manner that certain parts of her anatomy were being exposed to public view. It's 4 words, I mean, they're English marks. My friend in Barbados, Vic Fernandez, who's not a guy, is telling me the story. So Houghton come to Barbados and they're doing a free show. The promoters putting on a free show on Accra Beach. If you live in Barbados, you know Accra Beach, big, beautiful beach. And they're putting on this free show. And Houghton is singing. And there must have been about 3,000 people there, right? And all of them know the song. And Houghton singing the song and puts it on. And at the end of the song, the crowd erupted in an uproar when people like a piece of music, in an uproar. And Houghton got so carried away. Jamaican, you know. He put your hand up on the ear and he said, Ross! Like that. Well, the white man that was running the station run over the face. He lived in Barbados and he knew the crossover. And he says, Vic, he's going to have to apologize. He said, that was absolutely shocking. The thing was being broadcast on the radio, you see. He said, it's being broadcast on the radio, and it's absolutely shocking. He's going to have to apologize. And Vic says, Skipper, you know, there was so much noise going on. People were screaming and waving and hollering. He said, most of the people didn't even hear what the man said. He said, you're going to make it even worse. Just leave it alone. He said, no, he has to apologize. So Vic go over to Houghton and said, Houghton, the skipper said, I got to apologize. Houghton said, man, we have a problem with that. We can organize, man. I love that Jamaican. We can organize, man. We're going to do that. So Houghton looked at the microphone and he said, ladies and gentlemen, he said, I have to make an apology. He said, just now when we were singing the song, he said, I get excited, you know, with the ovation we gave me at the end. He said, I get so excited. They put my hand up in the air and they said, Ras. He said, we didn't mean Ras like a cuss word Ras. He said, we mean Ras like an excited Ras. And we feeling good Ras. Like that sweet Ras. It's older than I'll be back in the glass. And you see this and he's had a laugh. Like the Jamaican guy said, it wasn't a sexy, this, you know, it was a... Yes, yes, I was sent to the lady. Okay. We have to do the whole course again. You see how confused now. Just as I was leaving, I ran in bed there last night, and she told me she missed me, and she puts a kiss on me. So I said, listen, cool, I'll be back in a minute, and I'll see you. And so back to the lady, which one was she saw me last night. Hey, boy, how did you do it? Please, I don't want to. An American guy had come to Toronto. I had written some other songs for American kind of songs. And he come to Toronto. I had already started trillions, right? But he had heard this music from before. He come there and he told me, he said, man, you're a great writer. I want to take you to Nashville. And we can do songs in it. I said, what? He said, yeah, we're going to take you to Nashville. And we're going to do country music and you got to do some wonderful things. But you got to come to Nashville, you got to leave Toronto. And he says, I had the band was already started, me and three guys, two from Trinidad and one from Barbados. He said, but you're going to have to change the band. Look, he didn't tell me this, but I know what he meant. He meant was the guy got rid of them three black guys, right? But he didn't tell me that. He said, you had to change the band. So I said to him, let me tell you something. You earned up money pretty in the whole of America to get me to do what you want me to do. I said, first of all, to get rid of the guys, I said, that guy's like family that we want. And two, to go and do the music. I don't want to do that music. That music is nice music, but I don't want to do that. I want to write for my people in my way things that they relate to, right? So, what you're talking about will make sense. Not to me, right? But I forget the trend of my train of thought. But the point I'm generally making when I'm talking about these songs is that the Caribbean people, when we go outside of the homeland, some of us do this. We just immediately start to try to be like them. The time we go talking to each other is what we call freshwater Yankee, right? Everybody knows somebody like them, right? So I was in Canada and I heard this thing, but it didn't hit me that it was a song until one night. We have a little club downtown. If anybody from here in Toronto, you know it, we place, right, downtown. And West Indians used to come there. But a lot of Americans used to come because the border was far away. And they like Caribbean music, so American people used to come to this place. So I'm playing there one night. I'm off the stage, taking a break. And there's a guy standing up about where this guy in the white shirt is from me. And I'm drinking a water or something. And he, with the pants hanging down and the pants showing, and he bumped it. No music is playing, but he bumped it. So after a while, I see you watching the meter, So after a while, he comes over to me, he says, hey man, how you doing? So I said, I'm doing fine. Right away, he's a Yankee, so he said, man, I'm first time in the club. He said, I'm really enjoying the songs. He said, man, it's a wonderful tune. He said, by the way, where you from? So I said, oh, I'm from Guyana. He said, God damn, I'm from Guyana too. That's us. I don't know what is wrong with me. We love you, you're English, Canada, or Yankee. But then you're straight from Togo, flying to New York City. conversation and all kind of, well, they started asking questions that led me to different kind of things. And one of them was where the songs come from. What these folky songs come from? Well, as I had to explain it, and it comes from all kind of things, all different ways. No one way. What was that? Local talent, right? Well done. I recognize how you don't in. You have a companion. Yeah, it's an ex, so, and I am this. Anyway, where the songs come from? And this came. Yeah, this song actually came from, like I told you, when you couple it was a joke, somebody told me. This song was also a joke. Ken Crosby, you all the Guyanese comedian, Ken Crosby, most of the living outside now. Ken told me this joke in Barbados, and the minute I heard the joke, me telling nothing, but he said, fish, cake, that's a song, boy. Ken Crosby, I was a cricket in the jungle. Sunday morning, right after church, big crowd assembled. Donkey say, me first, I got it. No, I don't want to agree. Ramos, you know, me first. man. This is the Guyana trade winds. Oliver Basdeo on keyboards. I know when you're running. You see his face? Watch his face. You know what he's going to do instead of the truth. No, I'm serious. He's overdrawn, so he's a value. He's driving in the bus. Driving good, you don't run down people. So everybody got their little contribution to the make. Cameroonians got, Jenny got, Borgi got bonbon cheese. You know that? You see, how much people here know what is bonbon cheese? One, two, three, 4, 5. You see how Guyana changed? Bonbon cheese. You know the expression every morning basically you know bonbon cheese. You know what boni biscuit? You know where the bonbon cheese come from? You can say these things. Bonbon cheese was brought to Guyana by the Portuguese people. It is the stinkiest cheese Guyana ever made. They had a fella in Main Street in town, Farage Cake Shop, if somebody will remember. Farage Cake Shop, Farage is saying all kind of thing. He had a big showcase of it, Salaro and pint tarts and Chester and all them goodies that he want to say. And at the end here, so he had the cheese. Over this side, we are the bakes. This is Guyana. He had 1 or 2 flies. It's Guyana. You can't get away from the facts. The facts is he had 1 or 2 flies. 1 or 2 flies in a cave there. At the end, will you see the cheese there? With the bonbon cheese? Not 1 fly. 2, 3 flies, 1 over by mistake and they're dead. Of things that a lot like supposed to be culture. We must remember that some of them, we don't know what we're saying. We use it, but we don't know what we're saying. Killer write a song about a phenomenon that used to happen in the Caribbean, still has, where poor people scrimp and save and send the children to school. And when the children get educated, this happens a few times. The poor people then to go back to school and learn to read and write and whatnot. So that used to happen. So Killer must have to do with this. I see you had to ask again. And Killer write this song. It's called Ram John. It's about Ram John, who was a poor man. Ram John had no education, but Ram John was no fool. So when Ram John's children grew up, he decided to go back to school. But the first day's lesson was dictation and then punctuation. And when he come home, tired and beat, his wife had nothing to eat. And John said, listen to me. Whole day you sit down on your big fat corner and you're hungry with school. Hold on. He said, Ramjan said to her, grammatically speaking. That's a key word. Whole day you sit down on your big fat comma and you're bluntly refuse to cook. You're bluntly hyphen you say, go down. Check your grammar book. Of somebody dropping a hyphen in your semicolon. You know that's the goal. Well, Ramjan, really anxious to learn. Next day to school he returned. That day they took him to study the financial industry. They took him to visit CIBC, Barclays, and CDB. And when he come home, he started to complain because his wife didn't cook. to you financially speaking. You made no deposits in the frying pan, and you withdraw me chicken curry. Girl, it seemed to me like you mortgaged the kitchen and four clothes on the belly. Well, Mr. Antoine, really feeling straight, but next day he gone back again. That way, you took him to study, the subject was geography. That day, took him around the place, studying geography. And when he come home, he tired, the wife had nothing to eat. He said again, he said, I've had a video in here with him. He said, me that is something geographically speaking. Hold on there, you sit down on your big fat corner, spread out your body, go away. I go drop to Japan, in Australia, and mash up your thing. Time running out of here. We ain't got much more to assembly. We got to do songs to go. At least two more. This next one is so I see this thing again. No, this can't be good. Just like you say, if I ever born again, sacrifice, I'm coming as a dog, don't I give it up. All to the side, no obligation. Cause you want it, don't have to do it, just have a money. Work like a dog, just do your money. You might have your boss on the phone, I never see a dog playing for me support. So if I get that, I in the Port of Guinea. As I was introducing the guys in the band. And mistakenly omitted Mr. James Jacobs on bass. We have again a little short little piece of how I was thinking about. This goes back maybe 89, 10. Some kind of ballroom place, if I get the name of this. Young, they were full of guys. I think I got more guys there than age. They're all over the place. And then the children were behind. Full. So we played in New York. And they had about 3,000 people in the place. And about 3,400 was from Bordeaux. I didn't even hear, you don't know. But if you go outside and you come back and you play in Linden and you play in Latam and you play in Anai like you played last weekend in Anai, or you play in Amsterdam or you play in other places, you learn that Guyanese are not the same for anybody cool. The most rambunctious people in Guyana is Barbadians. I'm using the example of the thing we are developing. The crowd is like the rock of the place. You want to fight that guy, you know, a rambunctious crowd. But at the end of the night, we are now this is important. In New York, when you go to a fete in New York, the fete starts at midnight. You don't go to fete like here, 9, 10 o'clock. Well, no. People go sleeping and watching TV out there. Midnight is when the fete starts. So, as a result, it's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning before it's done. I wasn't married at the time, and I had a young lady, so I anxious to go home. So after the door, not a plastic business. But I was anxious to go home. And about 10 guys circled me outside on the sidewalk, outside the place. And here what they're talking about. They're talking about who had the best salad tree in the Louis Street. Where you can get the best marby, which cake chop had the best marby. When you go to Linden, who you can get cook up from. I mean, all they're talking about, these people driving BMW and Pontiac car riding, all they're talking about is that. So on the way back from New York, I was living in Guyana at the time. I right away said, this is a song, but we didn't hit me. So I started writing this song on my way back to Cayman. And that's what this song came about. We come close to the Caribbean Sea. Mother, father, pick me. And we settled up in GT. Why, oh, we went down on the coastal plain, in the Hudson pouring rain, and we planted rice and cane. Why, oh, yes, we take off the boots, and we put on the roots, there's no song. There's opera. I mean, there's a country invade another country with machine gun and tanks and all that. You know that kind of song? She said, listen, you have to figure out something to, people listen to music, but I said, but I don't, anyway, I got you. But on the way back, she come behind me in the taxi. I was like, well, don't forget. She said, don't forget. On the way back to the Pegasus, I said to myself, why, you only come to Guyana for a few weeks. You don't live here. That woman living here. So when she tell you that you should write the song, she knows things you don't know. So think about it. So I was thinking about it on the way back, and I remember reading in Canada when the white people started to move in America, when they invaded, the family came in, and they started moving west, driving all the Indians from the various, red Indians from the various parts of the country. One of the Red Indian chiefs got up and he made a speech. And I read this, I can't remember where I read this thing, but I read it. And in the speech he said, we don't care where you come with. You come with your long guns and your cavalry and your horses and your brigades and your soldiers. We ain't moving. We ain't giving up a mountain. We ain't giving up a river. We ain't giving up a blade of grass. He said it. And I said, aha! That is the song. The song was raging, but I didn't know the song was going to be that good. I read the song and I went back to Kansas. This is a good song. I didn't realize it would explode. So anyway, 2, 3 years, 4 years later, we in Guyana, the song raging. So we played a show. Freddie Abdul, the late Freddie Abdul, used to manage us. We played a free show by Coffee in the Coffee Square in town, right? There was not about 2,000 people there. One huge crowd of people, and this song raging. So when we started to play the song, the whole place on fire. As we playing the song, a little fella about it. How old is that child sitting next to you there?
6.
How much? 6. He was a low range, maybe 7 or 8. 7 or 8, little dark boy standing in front there, and he's singing every line. Now watch him. Every line in the song he's singing. So I stopped the band. And I called him up, and I pushed the mic down. Because he shouted. People was like, push the mic down. I said, we can play this song, you sing. By cool as I say, he ain't frightened. So he come up beside us and singing the words. He come to the chorus. And he's singing, we ain't giving up no mountain. We ain't giving up no tree. We ain't giving up no river that belongs to you. Not one blue saddle. Not one rice grain. Then it's been all yours. Not that the river grass. See what it is? The crowd went crazy. People were really drawn out. I should have said that before it started. So we are I don't look for trouble, just ask around. You storm the blood to body. Thank you so much.
In Berbice, this was a real